Now this video might not be for you, but I find this stuff kind of interesting. So if you get bored, just shut it off. You obviously don't have to watch it. Now I've talked to quite a few friends about what I actually take and how often I take it and how I dose it and the effects I do get from it. I actually did have a friend that went on to develop a successful product from the drugs that I am taking. So he did pretty well with it. This is kind of my way of doing it on a budget. There's many products out there that have these supplements in them, but I choose to make my own. That way I save a little money and I know exactly what I'm getting. You guys have probably seen that movie Limitless, where the guy takes that little pill and it increases his brain power, allowing him to use the majority of his brain, because they say you only use a very small percentage. Now he goes on in the movie to make millions of dollars and becomes really successful. Now I'm all about doing everything to its maximum potential, getting the most out of everything. If I can do something more efficiently, I will do it. When I came across the world of nootropics, I became very interested in optimizing myself. I'm just going to show you some of the drugs that I do take almost every day to give myself better recall, give myself better cognition. Do you ever have those days where, you're talking to someone and you come across, some word or something you're trying to think about and then you know it's in there, but you just can't think of it? Now the drugs that I'm taking, after I've been taking them for a while, I've noticed my recall's been better, my memory's been better, my focus has been better. There's a couple of drugs that I take that are in the racetam family. Piracetam has been a drug that's been around for a very long time. It's actually prescribed in Europe for Alzheimer's. Now I might be pronouncing these wrong, I might be off, not a doctor, but here it goes. This one I used to take, but I don't take anymore. It's actually called phenylpiracetam. It's from a company called LiftMode. Now I've used a lot of their supplements before. A lot of them are very pure. I've gone to different companies. I haven't noticed much different between companies, but I have researched the companies before I've ordered the supplements from them to make sure they're legitimate companies or coming from legitimate sources. Now phenylpiracetam is about 30 to 60 times more potent than piracetam. So it increases memory, cognition, and it also gives me a little bit of an energy boost. It's kind of similar to caffeine, but not as strong. It was actually given to Russian soldiers and astronauts because it's known to increase physical and mental performance. So my dose when I took phenylpiracetam was about 100 milligrams. Now that's very small, and I'll show you how I measured this out later. Now the other drug that I take is called Noopept or Noopept. Now for this supplement, I only take probably 35 to 45 milligrams. It also increases memory, cognition, recall. It doesn't have the energy effect like phenylpiracetam does, but for that reason I do like it because I am somewhat sensitive to stimulants. Now I take this every day, and what I've noticed when I've been taking it, it almost feels like I'm a smoother running engine. I'm able to fire on all cylinders. That's kind of the way I describe it. I don't have kind of that brain fog anymore. Now this is also many times stronger than the typical piracetam. Now the way these racetam drugs work is they target glutamate receptors in the brain and they inhibit the breakdown of them. Glutamate is one of the most powerful neurotransmitters. Now with every racetam drug that I do take, I make sure I do take a chlorine supplement. The reason I do this is because racetams do have the ability to reduce the amount of chlorine in your brain. And when you reduce the chlorine in your brain, sometimes it causes headaches, other things, fatigue. Chlorine is naturally found in food, most commonly in eggs, but I still do take a chlorine supplement just to be safe. The supplement I use is from Nootropics Depot. There's different forms of it, and the one that I like, the one that's the best value I feel, is chlorine bitrate. So I take 1 capsule of that and 1 capsule of Noopept. Now the next drug that I take almost every day, and I always take it with caffeine. Now I take 1 capsule a day when I have any type of beverage with caffeine in it, like a coffee. Coffee typically has, I think, around like 60 milligrams of caffeine, or it could be a lot more than that depending on the brand of coffee. I usually match the milligrams of L-theanine with caffeine milligrams. So if I'm taking 60 milligrams of caffeine, I'm taking at least 60 milligrams of L-theanine. The L-theanine is super essential to me because having the caffeine without having that L-theanine, it just gives me the jitters. Like I can't focus. I mean, the caffeine might make me focus, but the jitters, I just don't like it. I get kind of sweats from the caffeine. So what the L-theanine does is it takes away all the jitters. That allows me to use the caffeine more effectively for focusing. Now the last one that I take, I don't really take it so much anymore, but I take it once in a while, is green tea extract. But I used to take a small scoop of the green tea extract, and that gave me a really good boost. You got all those antioxidants. It's so much more rich in antioxidants than coffee is. It's just an all-around good supplement to take. Now you're probably wondering, how would someone measure out 30 to 45 milligrams of a powder? Because that's what it is, it's powder in here. I use a small scale. I've had it for maybe 4 or 5 years. That's how long I've been taking these different nootropics. So this is the scale. This is a bag of empty capsules. You can buy these on Amazon. Take a capsule, zero it out, take one of my no-pep powders, and what I'll do is I'll scoop out a little bit, and I'll scoop it directly into the capsule. Then I'll drop it back on the scale, weigh it, make sure it says 30 to 45 grams, whatever I'm taking of the Noopept, and that's it. So that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know the hacks I use for optimizing my brain. See ya.